What's up YouTube, Braga here, and welcome to Know Your Overwatch Emotes, where I share with you some of the emotes that Overwatch heroes say that you really should be paying attention to. Let's jump right in. To illustrate what I mean by this, let's take a look at Junkrat. If you hear "Fire in the hole!" get the fuck out of Dodge, or start looking for that tire and kill it before Rip Tire blows its hot, sticky load all over your team's faces. You wouldn't believe how many teams I've been on, mostly in quick play, who hear that, and I immediately start booking it, and look back at my team, and they're still there, standing or around the payload, or on the point for King of the Hill, ripe to get 4 or 5 men. Get the hell out of the way, or shift your focus to sacrificing yourself to save your team, or shoot that goddamn tire before you're all dead. If you hear, "Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines," you're in the clear, as that's a friendly Junkrat looking to cause havoc on the other team. Now on to Lucio. If you hear, "Let's drop the beat," that's enemy Lucio who's trying to cancel out the damage of one of your ultis, or being extremely selfish and trying to save himself, which happens more often than you would think. And fuck that guy. Who does that, by the way? Fuck you, if you're one of those Lucios. When you hear this from the opposing team, this is a clear sign to save your damage ults if you have them. Usually it's popped early to stop damage from a wombo combo like Zarya Black Hole plus Pharah's Barrage. Don't give Lucio's ult any more value by popping a soldier aimbot at the same time, just because you heard Zarya say she put out her Black Hole and Pharah starts going off with a Barrage. Give it a second or two. Take a look around and see if the enemy team still has the blue on the health bars that sound barrier gives them, and assess whether it's time to, pop more damage or kind of back up a little bit because you kind of screwed your push. But don't start feeding other team more ults just for them to get soaked up by the sound barrier. Next up is McCree. We all know if you hear, "It's happening," duck and fucking cover, because you have 2 or 3 seconds before you get one shot. I really don't need to say anything more beyond that. It's one of the scariest ultis in the game for a reason. If you hear, "Step right up," then that's your team's McCree, and there's nothing to fear. If you're playing a character that can keep people where they are, like out in the open, like Reinhardt's Earth Shatter, or you're playing Lucio and you can boop someone from cover into Soldier's aimbot, that would be advisable. Next we have Soldier. Listen for, "I've got you in my sights." When you hear that, it's a similar plan as with McCree. Duck and fucking cover and get all the way out of his line of sight or die. He may only be able to hit you in the chest, but 76 can drop you hella quick if you have no cover or no heals nearby. I couldn't find a clip for the other side of 76 ulti, tactical visor activated, but again, you help your team out and try to keep the enemy in Soldier's view so he can just start tearing them apart. He can clean house if he's left to finish a whole ulti with a team that has no defensive ults or no cover. One bonus emote with Soldier is, "Team, heal up here." I couldn't find the clips for the next ones, but he does say, "Anyone need some healing?" or "Get over here and get stabilized." If you do indeed need healing at that moment, you have a very short time to find the 76 if he's close and step in his biotic field for a good amount of healing. And the heals per second is pretty good, depending on how long you stand in it. Please note that even if you are standing in the yellow healing circle, if for some reason you're not aligned with the center of it, the biotic field that he drops down, the little center mechanical thing, you won't receive any healing. So you have to not only be in the circle, but in view of that. I've placed down biotic fields around the corner, like right on the corner, and like tried to peek and dip in and out and get health back at the same time, but I wasn't in line with that, so I got no healing and ended up getting my face ripped off. Not cool. Last, we have Mercy. Again, I couldn't find the clips for these lines, so I apologize ahead of time for my terrible voice acting, but she goes something like, "I could use some assistance," or "I'm taking fire," or "They're all over me." For the love of all that is righteous and good in the world of Overwatch, take a look around. If you can find your Mercy, protect her, because she's back there taking the D from the enemy team. Nothing pains me more than when I'm playing Mercy and people don't listen to Mercy hollering for help. If Mercy doesn't die or dies very little, your team will almost always be in the fight because her ulti charges very quickly and she can resurrect your team time and time again. Protect your girl. Alright, so that's it for this video. If you enjoyed it and found it helpful, hit me with a like, and if you're feeling frisky, subscribe for more. Follow me on Twitter for an easy way to support my work and see when my videos come out. I would very much appreciate that. Until next time, I'm Raga, and I'm out. Peace.